Welcome to the Global Interview. Thank you for listening. This is where you can keep up to date with all the latest news and information direct from leading creatives, leaders, and thinkers. We can help to keep you right up to date with all the latest information from interesting people who make a real difference in this globally connected world. You can find out more about the show at theglobalinterview.com. Enjoy the episode. Philip Hogan, founder and CEO of Cliffrun Media Limited. Philip is CEO and founder of Cliffrun Media. This age/med tech company develops solutions that serve a global aging population. Their flagship product, the ACORN Age-Friendly Smart Tablet, was designed for older people who require extra support to become digitally connected. Since its launch, it has seen rapid adoption nationally and now plans for international expansion in 2021. In January 2018, Cliffrun deployed the ACORN Patient Care System Pieces solution, which evolved in 2020 to support COVID-19 patients and incorporate the social aspects of the ACORN Smart Tablet to improve remote patient management, their welfare, and consequent outcomes. Before Cliffrun as co-founder of OpenET, Philip led OpenET's 500-person sales, engineering services, legal, and partner teams, and established OpenET as a premium telecom software company driving annual revenue from its foundation to $135 million+. Philip holds a degree in computer applications from Dublin City University and holds advisory roles on a number of medtech businesses. Tell us about your current role and what you like about your career/role or areas of focus. I am CEO and founder of Cliffrun, a software development company focused exclusively on solutions that encourage better healthcare of patients in the community, digital citizenship, social inclusion for seniors and those at risk of isolation and loneliness. Enterprises, individuals, and healthcare organizations have adopted our products to support older customers and patients. I spent 18 years in telecoms, built an exceptional team, an international business with clients in 28 countries and over €100 million revenues. With Cliffrun, I have started again, building a business with a very clear social agenda from the ground up. I really enjoy the challenge of taking something difficult but essential from concept to execution, and I am fortunate to be able to utilize the skills acquired and a valuable network to make it work. What inspires you, motivates you, helps you to make each day count? I am fortunate, and I feel I have an obligation to make the most of my time here on this pale blue dot. There is so much to do and so much to learn. I love that. The busier I am, the happier I am. It is nice to be doing something that has a direct positive impact on the people we work with. Outside of your professional work area, what hobbies or interests do you have, or what other areas of your life are of real importance to you? Time with my family and friends is very important to me. I hold a private pilot's license and spend the odd calm evening on the sea or cycling. I love science and all things mechanical. Art is my natural talent, but that has fallen by the wayside in recent years. I am a sucker for a landscape painting. For fitness, the gym, some running on aging knees, golf with friends, and I set up a mountain climbing club with my college friends. When it comes to your life-chosen career, is there a phrase, quote, or saying that you really like? Keep swimming. No matter what obstacle or moment that gives you pause to stop. Do not. Keep moving forward. Keep swimming. It is unambiguous and straightforward, not too deep, pardon the pun, and it is my mantra, in good times and bad. What are you most proud of in your life? I am most proud of my son. He has his mother's kind heart and the curiosity of his dad. What do you wish you had known when you started out? The road is always longer than you thought. That said, I think an optimist will always ignore that truth. And don't sweat the small stuff, getting bogged down in self-doubt or politics never got me closer to the objective. Who do you most admire in business, academic, or creative circles? I admire the unlimited ambition of Elon Musk, the modesty and charitable focus of Chuck Feeney despite his billions, the anonymity of Banksy and his talent at using art most creatively for social statement, and increasing the value of any wall. The clinical psychologist Jordan Peterson, for his recent challenge of postmodernism identity politics. And Carl Sagan for bringing us the wonder of the universe and our infinitesimal irrelevance. What companies, brands, or institutions do you like or do you think are getting it right? COVID-19 sees the fortunes of companies change globally. Some online business concepts are rocketing, while bricks and mortar businesses are struggling to survive. In 12 months there will be another wave of derivative successes as the world begins to mobilize again. I am not sure companies are specifically getting it right at the moment. I think those that are successful are happy to be riding the wave, not getting swallowed by it. What is the best advice you have ever received? 2 pieces of advice I received as a kid which have stuck with me through my professional life. Do your best and be your own man. They have been at the root of my successes and my conscience. What drives or motivates you each day in a work environment? In the early days, it was the urgency of time to market. Get the product designed, developed and trialed, and get it out there. Today, we are motivated by the feedback and validation from our growing customer base, scaling our business and internationalization. It's a different type of excitement. The next chapter. What are your thoughts on the future of social media? Social media provides limitless potential for connection between us all and for businesses in reaching and supporting their client base. It will be important that the professional or social objectives of each media site are adequately governed to mitigate against the advent of deepfake technology and the uglier side of social commentary, prejudice and bigotry online. What is your favorite social media platform and why? Professionally, LinkedIn is very useful, and Facebook or Instagram for some limited social connectivity. As a rule, I try now to minimize my consumption of digital junk food. Everything in moderation. Do you have a mentor, or have you ever been a mentor to anyone? I have had a number of mentors professionally. They have brought a clarity of thought, rooted out my prejudices and helped me further my ambition. I am very grateful for their guidance. How do you network? What is your preferred way to network? I enjoy networking. Typically via introduction facilitated through a common contact. My preference is to always face-to-face engagement. Sadly, this is significantly curtailed now given the pandemic. However, video calls are a good next alternative. Interestingly, despite the obvious limitations, I have found common ground with new contacts through our shared COVID experience and the less formal environment of a home setting. What advice would you have for someone looking to get into the same area of work? Age tech is an exciting and emerging space. COVID-19 has accelerated the focus on and need for digital solutions for our aging population. Though, it requires hybrid thinking in terms of digital and conventional market strategies, and a reset in design thinking for a population less comfortable with the pace of digital adoption. What do you feel is the most common reason for people failing or giving up? In the context of the entrepreneur's journey, the reality for most businesses is that it typically will take at least twice as long and twice as much money as you initially assumed before the business shows any sign of reaping an appropriate return. Ambition and optimism may be the kick-start a business idea needs to gain momentum, but it will be tenacity, smart work and a sprinkling of good fortune that will be the reason for success. That success is dependent on the timely raising of appropriate funds. Finding talents that will stay the course and overcoming technical and commercial challenges along the way. Surviving unforeseen events that scupper a business plan or shift timelines. Meanwhile, maintaining a mindset that requires founders to work 7 days a week, for as long as it takes with the unwavering support of family and friends. This is why even the best can fail and why I admire anyone who is willing to travel this road irrespective of the outcome. How do you define success, and what lessons have you learned so far that you could share with our audience? For me, success is a moving feast. I try not to dwell too long on any one success or failure. They are milestones, quickly superseded by the next growth objective or corrective measure. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the good moments, and equally, suffer the anxiety that failure brings. But a persistent sense of urgency has me focused on the next tasks within hours. A curse and a blessing in equal measure, I think. Being in commercial sales for much of my career has taught me, you are only as good as your last deal. There is no room for complacency. As Thomas Jefferson once said, the harder I work the luckier I get. What skills do you feel have helped you to become successful? I am not sure I ever feel successful or that I should define myself as such. It implies an end state, and I hope I am nowhere near the end of my journey. I have been fortunate to have had a number of business successes. Being stubborn and tenacious has helped me. I am street smart and have decent people skills. I don't particularly appreciate failing, and I work hard to avoid that outcome. On the days I get bad news, I work late into the night. It helps me regroup and move forward. The realization that there are no shortcuts and my persistence has always helped me achieve a desired outcome. Thank you for listening to this interview on The Global Interview. You can join the Global Interview newsletter at theglobalinterview.com. Thank you for listening to this episode from The Global Interview. We appreciate your support. If you would like to find out more, please visit theglobalinterview.com.